What is up? We're here. We're here, boys. Ah, man, we got some good discussion going on again in the chat. I see. That's always nice to see. Hello, everyone. Ninja streamer, yeah. I'm glad to have you here. So now I can ask Dale all about the Premier Rides coasters he's ridden. Well, I can tell you what. I can tell you what I've ridden. I've ridden Skyrocket at Kenny King's Dominion. I believe those are the only premier coasters I've been on. So nothing like super noteworthy, I don't think, besides maybe Flight of Fear. Um, I haven't been on anything like real recent from them. So I would be curious to try some of their newer creations out, which look fantastic, actually. So um, yeah. Hey, what's up, Zach? From Theme Park Media is in here. Everybody say hi to Zach. Etai, we got Etai Coaster Fanatic in here. Coaster Lover 2001. Oh my gosh, we got everybody in here. That's awesome. Let's see. I just heard that locals pronounce the S in Boise as a soft S, not like a Z, which all other Americans say. Is that right? Huh. I know it's leggy. I know it's leggy. There's not really I don't really know what else I can do about that. I've addressed this a lot, I know, and I probably sound like a broken record, but you guys keep reminding me that it's very laggy, and it is, and I apologize for that. Honestly, I just don't know like what is causing it. I've done everything I really can, to try to improve that issue. Let me turn some of these lights off again because it does seem like that helps sometimes. Like if I adjust my lighting setup, like look at that. That's scary stories with Coaster Daddy. Be afraid. I can't do that, can I? Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's okay, I guess. I guess we'll deal with that. It's pretty dim in here. Yeah, so holy crap. Oh, thank you so much, Zach. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And thank you for supporting me as well with merch. I might have to check out your merch store too soon here. If I can get some extra cash. We're doing some pretty big things in our life right now where we're gonna have to shell out tons of money. So I would like to, pay it back a little bit too though. So I'll have to check out your merch store when I'm able to. Yes, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. You guys don't know about Zach's channel for some reason, go check out Theme Park Media. Uh, really good stuff there. So, yeah, it's a little bit better, I guess. I mean, yeah. Holy crap, thanks for your allowance. Oh my gosh. Wow, I feel like I've like done my, my chores. I'm like all responsible now, but I'm coast. Oh my gosh. You guys are too generous, really. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. I never I never expect this. I'm always so shocked that like people are just willing to support me like this. It honestly blows my mind. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. You guys, both of you guys, by the way, Etai Coaster Fanatic and Theme Park Media, you guys both do amazing jobs with your channels. I mean, really good, professional, well presented content. And I really mean that. You guys, I always love watching your guys' videos. So, oh my god, thank you, thank you. Shout out to Cash Register. Okay, all right, I love it. I love it. I love the vibe. I love this vibe we got going in the chat. It's good to have all you guys here. I'm just here to hang out. So this is just like a impromptu late night Coaster Daddy Cafe. Yeah. So what's up? Let's see. Riding Candemonium this Saturday. Nice. I wish I could have ridden it. I wish I could get there soon to ride it. I don't think I will this year though. Sadly, that was one of the parks I was supposed to go to. Yeah, Airtime Entertainment. I actually made a video that I uploaded yesterday talking about that very thing. I made a video about that, so go check it out if you haven't yet. Be much appreciated. Simp detected. Oh, what's up, Andrew? I love both of y'all's videos. Yeah, their videos are great. Oh my! Let's go ride Gotham City Gauntlet. Escape from Arkham Asylum. Asylum. It's 14 syllables. Yeah, it doesn't have any, ring to it. To be fair, I think I gave some of those names a little bit too much hate in that video. Honestly, if I could go back and change some of that, I probably would. I'd probably remove a couple of those and sub them out with some other names. Um, but I mean, for the most part, I do think all those names are pretty bad. So it was just a fun little list I made, not to be taken too seriously, obviously. So I hope that's obvious anyway. I love your channel and you keep getting better and better. Thank you so much, Looping Thrills. I really appreciate it. Oh, Etai in here with another $2. Honestly, my pleasure. My pleasure. it's your pleasure. Okay. I need a drink of water. Thank you for that. I really appreciate the kind words. And we got Stanford Bridge in here. Thank you so much again, Stanford Bridge. Keep it up, he says. And you know what? I'll follow the advice of that nice little sticker and I will keep it up. Okay. Um, this is insane. It is insane. Let's see. Dude, the best POV go. The coaster roaster. I don't understand. Here's some coffee. All right, cheers. Cheers to that. I have my if it'll let me show you, I have my Caribou coffee mug. Has anybody had Caribou coffee in here before? It's good stuff, really good stuff. That's not what I'm drinking. I just happen to have a Caribou coffee mug, and that's what I'm using today. So I'm just drinking my Mitt Cafe. I did order some new coffee, by the way, that hopefully will be here in time for the next Coaster Cafe on Saturday. So I finally have some new coffee to talk about, and I'm so excited because I keep seeing this company advertising online, and from the reviews I read, it's really good coffee. They have tons of different flavors, so I got a sample pack with 5 different flavors of coffee. So I got 20 ounces of coffee, 5 different flavors. So I should be talking about new kinds of coffee for at least the next month or so on Coaster Cafe. So that's pretty awesome. As long as I don't drink it all before I get to talk about it all. What's up, Kikol and Joe? If I could donate, I would. Your channel is awesome. Thank you so much, Train Crazy. Really appreciate the kind words. I appreciate any kind of support. I never expect anybody to, donate to me. Obviously, that's just like something. It's unbelievable people are willing to do that, and it's much appreciated. Obviously, I really appreciate anyone that does. Like Theme Park Media, Stanford Bridge here, and Etai. Theme Park Media, Zach, he says, I don't value money. So apparently, you know what, Zach? If you don't value money, you can just bring it over here. I'll keep it safe for you. Okay. I'll keep it in my personal bank for you. Okay. I gotcha. I gotcha. Man, this lighting is terrible, but at least it's allowing for a smoother live stream. I mean, dude, go scary again. Feel like I'm in a commercial for an Alton Towers coaster or something, or maybe a Thorpe Park ride or something spooky, something spoopy in here. All right. I don't know what you were talking about in that video. I love the name Steel Curtain. That is one of the names I might have hated on that name a little bit too much. I still don't think it's a great name. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's a great name, but yeah, it's not a great name in my opinion. But uh, maybe it shouldn't have been in that video. I don't know. Like I said, that video was more for just fun. It wasn't meant to be like, taken even as seriously as like something like, my top coasters video, which is a little bit more serious. But let's see. All the stand-up coaster fanboys are raging about the sit-down launch coaster. Yeah, it's not gonna be a stand-up. Yeah. Okay, Kenny says July 14th at 10 a.m. I will be at Cedar Point. Awesome. I actually reserved, I cannot make it to Cedar Point opening day, unfortunately. Hopefully, I'll be able to make it the second day on the 10th. So I reserved a spot for the 10th. I got a 10:30 time slot. I don't think I'm going to get there that early. I don't know exactly what time I'm going to get there, but hopefully I will manage to get there on the 10th. So, yeah, I should be at Cedar Point sometime on the 10th. So, and Kings Island, of course, July 2nd, 2 days from now. 2 days from now. I'll go to bed tomorrow night knowing that I'm going to be waking up and making that 3.5 hour drive to Mason, Ohio. And can't wait to experience Orion. So you're not stupid. You're good. I don't know what you're apologizing for, but you're not stupid, man. You're not stupid. um, if I drink coffee now, I wouldn't sleep all night. my wife was just my wife gets so mad. She's like, "You just drink coffee all day, and then when it comes time to go to bed, you just lay down and fall right to sleep." And you know what? It's kind of true. I mean, it's kind of true. Like I feel like coffee just kind of makes me tired if I drink it later at night, which is weird. But I don't know. Well, you know what, Kenny? You said you're going on the 14th. Who knows? Maybe I'll end up at Cedar Point on the 14th. I don't know. If you're there and you see me, come up to me and say hi. At a distance, just be safe, keep social distancing. Um, Come up to me and say hi if you see me by any chance. Let's see. July 14th is a Tuesday. Oh yeah, I'm not. I don't think I'll make. I probably won't make it on a Tuesday, but you never know. There is a chance I could. So cash register says I think my first video is going to be a review of Orion. Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. I'll definitely look forward to checking that out whenever you do that. So you might be vlogging. Okay, nice. I'm sure you guys probably can tell I'm not a vlog guy. I've never done any sort of like the closest thing I've done to a vlog is like when I did like the silly little you know, Cedar Point beef jerky review at the end of the 2019 season. It was just a joke thing. It was like a 2-minute video me reviewing Cedar Point's beef jerky. Um that's the closest thing I've done to a vlog, really. I mean, I've done like the goofy reaction video, things like that. But actually, the live stream, is probably the closest thing I do to vlogs. So coffee review. All right. Well, I'm drinking Mick Cafe coffee right now. It's just good old reliable, McDonald's coffee. I buy it in the stores that you can buy it in the big. I buy it in the 30-ounce cans, and I love it. It's cheap. You can get a lot of it for cheap, and it's just really, really good coffee. I mean, I love McCafe, so really solid. I guess I would give it like a 8 out of 10. Really good, just a good, solid, regular, everyday go-to coffee. When I buy every now and then, I'll splurge and buy like some more expensive stuff and try it out. Every now and then, just like I did the other day, which I'm waiting on. But you know, eh, besides that, like I drink tons of coffee, so if I drink more expensive coffee all the time, like that would add up to a lot of money. So I can't afford that. So the Mint Cafe coffee, it's cheap and it's really freaking good in my opinion. So That's my coffee review for you. See, I'm going to Lagoon in 2 weeks, and then the week after, I'm going to Oregon, and I'm going to Oaks and Enchanted Forest, going to ride my first Gerstlauer Eurofighter. Nice. Here's a taco. Oh my gosh, I got a taco. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate the taco. Um, a taco sounds good right now. You know what? We were out. I had to go out earlier. Me and my wife did earlier, and we got up super early to go to an appointment actually. And on the way home, we're hungry, so I'm like, you know what, Taco Bell sounds good. We go to Taco Bell, and I forgot. I was even more excited when I got to Taco Bell because I forgot like it wasn't even 11 o'clock the time we got there, and I wasn't even thinking of that. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're still serving breakfast. So I got Taco Bell breakfast this morning, a breakfast crunch wrap with sausage. Excellent. Oh, thanks again, Zach. Thanks so much. Yeah, like I said, you don't value it. Just I'll take care of it for you. I got a bank. I'll put it in. I'll keep it safe for you. At least the lighting's not as bad as a vertical lift hill on a sunny day. True. Very, very true. See, Kenny says, I think they should repaint Valraven to have white track and black supports. Rename it to Imperium. I'd actually be all for that. Um, yeah. The color scheme is really weird on Valraven. I'm not sure if I like it or not. I don't like the gray strip on the bottom. I think that just makes it really awkward, in my opinion. So glad to see people wearing masks at Kentucky Kingdom. I haven't seen any video from Kentucky Kingdom's opening, or not much anyway. So I'm glad to hear people are wearing masks there. Nobody was wearing masks at Indiana Beach, which was just insane. Indiana Beach's grand opening the other day, it's like there was like probably two people I saw wearing a mask in all of those videos. Probably like two or three people I saw. Like that's not much of an exaggeration. Maybe a little bit, but there was barely anybody wearing a mask there. Nobody social distancing. It was like I was kind of hoping to maybe go there this year, but I don't know. After seeing that, I really don't know if I should risk it. I don't know if I feel comfortable with that. So I'm drinking lemonade. This is Coaster. This is Coaster Daddy Late Night Cafe. Need some good Joe. I just got here. I'm very confused. Good. Welcome to the show. Um, Pitts Special and Dream Hunter Society are some awful names. Yeah, Pitts Special. If you guys don't know, Pitts Special is a new Gerstlauer coaster that just opened at Power Park about a week or so ago. And the name is freaking Pitts Special. Pitts Special is the actual name of a roller coaster, okay? Um if that name would have existed when I made my worst coaster names video, it would have made number 1. That's right. It's worse than Tantrum. It's way worse than Tantrum. Um Pitts Special. I mean, what is a Pitts Special? Serious. Can somebody inform me what a Pitts Special is? I would like to know. Let me know in the chat. Taco Bell breakfast is highly underrated. Yes. Very highly underrated. I love Taco Bell breakfast. Oh my gosh. Uh, let's see. I just had a quesadilla for dinner tonight that my mom made. It was pretty good. That sounds good too. A quesadilla. That sounds really good right now. Yeah. Oh my gosh. You guys are going crazy in the chat. This is awesome. I can't even keep up. If you could plop a roller coaster in your backyard, you have unlimited land and money. What coaster would it be? I'm gonna say Intimidator 305. I'm feeling that right now. That's one I would just like to ride like all the time. So, um, are you gonna vlog it all at Kings Island? Probably not. I'm not really a vlog guy. So See, Orion doesn't look as bad as the enthusiast made it out to be. The official POV that was posted a few days ago looks great. Yeah, I'm really excited for Orion. I think the POV looks great. Pretty much as I expected, to be honest. Couple one or two maybe sort of surprise moments, not really surprises, but parts that generally impress me from the POV. I'm really looking forward to Orion, honestly. The reason enthusiasts are disappointed is because a lot of enthusiasts are just like entitled. We've become so entitled. I know I probably complain about stuff too. Like I try to, you got to keep in mind, like it's not even a budget giga. Like this is a whole topic I could go into, but it's a $30 million giga coaster. They spent the same amount on that as they did Fury 325. So it's the people calling it a budget giga. It's like they spent $30 million on it, probably even a little more if you look at exact numbers. I mean, it's pretty nuts. So I think it'll be solidly in my top 15 for sure. So has great pacing. I think it has better pacing, I think, than Fury 325 and Leviathan. Like, because I've been watching all of El Toro Ryan's comparison videos where he compares all those POVs. And having them all side by side really affirms what I thought about Orion with its pacing. It looks like it has really good pacing. So, not the best layout. They could have done a little better with the layout, I think. Even if the track length was still the same, I think they could have done better with the layout, but the pacing looks phenomenal. So, Candemonium looks great, but it needs Twizzler supports. That's all you I think Coaster Hour just came into my live stream to talk about how he wants Twizzler supports on Candemonium. You know what? Get over it. No, I'm just joking. That would be pretty awesome if they made those look like Twizzlers. I would love that. Oh man. Let's see. Rampaging Rex is in here. Holy crap. We got a full house. Make sure you guys are staying 6 feet apart, okay? It's starting to look pretty crowded in here. Sorry, gotta put those dad jokes in there. Rampaging Rex says, I'm really looking forward to hearing your thoughts on Orion. I'm heading to Hershey tomorrow to ride Candemonium on the second. Here's hoping B&M delivers a great coaster for both of us. Yeah, you know what? I think Candemonium looks amazing. Oh my gosh. I wish I could have got out to Hershey Park this year. Um, Candemonium looks so good. I think it'll probably be better than Orion, honestly. I think it looks amazing. Uh, yeah, so have fun on Candemonium. I look forward to hearing what you think about it. So, Looping Thrill says I own almost 10 shares in SeaWorld at 17.81 a share, and it's down a lot. I'm really upset. Yeah, their stocks are abysmal. Their stocks are abysmally low right now. I hope it goes back up. I'm sure it will. It probably will. See, I'm from Greater Cleveland, so I live right by Cedar Point, so every day works for me. Okay, nice, nice. I live about 35 minutes away from Cedar Point, but they're only going to be open till 8 o'clock every day this year. So a lot of times I would like go after work, but if they're only going to be open till 8, like I might not be able to do that some days. Yeah, cash register. What will your coaster channel be called? Let us know. Stanford Bridge asked as well. So, oh, going to be making a new channel due to me making instrumentals on this channel. Okay, cool, cool. Let us know. Let's see. Y'all are so lucky to live in Ohio and Pennsylvania, and I live in Idaho, where the nearest coaster to me is a Wiegand mountain coaster. Well, you know what? I will say those mountain coasters really good, and hopefully that one that you have is pretty good. I really enjoyed the mountain coaster that I rode, which was also made by Wiegand. Um, but yeah, honestly, I am so grateful to live in this area. I mean, I've always lived in this area my whole life. I was born in Sandusky, as a matter of fact. So, and I've always lived about, no matter where I've lived in different cities throughout the county, but I've always lived about 35 minutes away from Cedar Point. Not in Sandusky. I've never lived in Sandusky, but I've always lived about 35 minutes away from Cedar Point. So, Yeah. So I have a lot of good stuff, fairly close. That's easy to access. Yeah, I don't know about Pitt Special. I really don't. Going to see your point on the 26th September. All right. They don't have a schedule that goes to the 26th of September, so you might want to look at that schedule. The last day they have scheduled, last I checked, was Monday, September 7th. So let's see. You should make top 10 worst color schemes. well, well, I've been thinking about for a while about doing best color schemes. Um, and I will. I probably will eventually do like my favorite color schemes at the very least. It's just I feel like that's kind of like a filler type of it. I try to make good, like more content with more substance to it. I know I don't always. I make more fun videos sometimes, but like I probably will do that eventually. Just when I actually feel like doing it. I don't want to like, I'll get around to it. I'll get around to it. And I'm sure a lot of you guys would love to see that. I've heard it suggested quite a bit. So absolutely, if you guys want to see it, I will do it at some point. Pit special relates to either a group of planes or a plane maneuver. Has to do with planes and is still an awful sounding name. Yeah, no matter what way you look at it, that's an awful name. Got my dad some caramel coffee, Kate coffee from Walmart for my dad. Okay, nice. Sounds good. Hope it's good. Would Riddler Mindbender make the list? Maybe. I can think of so many bad things when I see the Pit special name. Agreed. Agreed. I wonder how different X Base slash Area 72 is going to look. From the videos and pictures I've seen from the Friends and Family Day, it doesn't look drastically different. I think that'll probably change in the future, but it doesn't really look drastically. I mean, yeah, I mean, obviously there's Orion, so it looks quite a bit different, but as far as like the actual area itself, like the path, doesn't look like it's all that much different. So, hello, hello, can you hear me? Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay. What's up, TRNM? Ah, no free chalupa box for you. That sucks. Let's see. SeaWorld is not going bankrupt. There was an article that came out where someone claimed the largest shareholder was driving the company toward bankruptcy. I don't really think at this point that they're going bankrupt. I think all of the stuff they're doing with not paying companies is like a strategic way for them to like try to sustain themselves right now while they get back on their feet, and hopefully things get better. If things don't get better, I mean, like things don't get better fairly soon, who knows what's going to happen. Um, but I don't think they're looking at bankruptcy yet. So meant to say that article made was false. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know much about the article. I heard a little about that from the Coaster Josh's video I watched a little bit ago. But yeah, I don't think they're going bankrupt yet. Let's see. You should do a Planet Coaster or Roller Coaster Tycoon 1/2 playthrough series. Hmm. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm not really I'm not a gamer by any means. Um I love like Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 slash Open RCT 2 especially. I used to play it all the time. Um, I own Planet Coaster. I haven't really played it that much though over like the year that I've owned it, and I can't play it that well. Um, but I'm not a gamer and I don't know the best way. Like, I'm just not that good at it. And I'm not really like someone who like I actually streamed myself playing Planet Coaster one time. It was very late at night. There was like 7 or 8 people in the stream. It's not even public anymore, so you can't like go back and watch it, but it's not really something I want to focus on, you know. Maybe at some point if I feel like doing it, I probably will do it again at some point, possibly. I really don't know. Um if I ever feel the motivation to like get in the game and do some cool stuff, if I'm feeling inspired, maybe I'll do it, you know. Gary bought a case of Folgers Colombian today from Amazon. It's not that bad. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I used to like Folgers quite a bit. The past couple times I've got it, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the one blend that I get. I can't remember exactly what I thought of the Colombian blend, but I feel like I tried it fairly recently too, and I wasn't a huge fan of it. I used to like Folgers, but I don't know. I think maybe I spoiled myself with the Mit Cafe because I think the Mit Cafe is so good. But I mean, if you like Folgers, that's awesome. A lot of people do like it, so maybe it's just me. Week from today, I'll be at Holiday World. Nice, nice. I'm hoping to possibly get there, possibly Hollywood Nights. We'll see. I really don't know. Let's see. My home park has an Intamin. I mean, technically, it's a Rapids ride made by Intamin, but still an Intamin. That is very true. Um, Pit Special sounds like something you could order at a non-chain restaurant. Yes, it does. It really does. What burger would you like? Yeah, can I have the Pit Special? Yeah, that sounds appetizing. What do you think of Fantasia's special name? What is Fantasia's special? I don't even know what that is. I need some context to get my thoughts. Let's see. Train Crazy Plays says I subscribed when you had around 1,500 subscribers. You have grown significantly. I really have. I really have. And thank you guys. I mean, thank all of you guys so much. I think I have a few newer people in here, so um, and all the people that have been around since the beginning or whenever. Just yeah, thank you so much. I really have grown a lot, and I really don't care that much about like. I mean, it's nice to see this community like building and seeing all of us together and like discussing things that we love talking about. It's really cool. But I'm just here doing what I love, talking about coasters. I love watching coaster videos, and I decided I wanted to make my own. I'm just a coaster enthusiast making videos about what I love doing. So yeah. Yeah, and the coaster community in general has just been growing, I feel like, very nicely. So Twisted Colossus and Time Traveler are two of the most underrated coaster names. Yeah, I could see that. Those are pretty solid names. G Money sub to 800. Thank you. I wonder who my very first subscriber was. Probably my wife. I need to wonder if I can look at who my very first subscriber was. I don't think there's a way I can see that, but there might be. I'd have to go in there and look at my subscriber list and see if I can sort it out. Yeah, okay. Random GP says off topic. Anyone have Karen freak out stories to share? So any Karen freak out stories maybe from the amusement parks? Let's see. The city of Fresno had an Intamin coaster and destroyed it before it was ever built since park plans fell through. Oh man. What park slash coaster is that? I'm trying to think. I don't know if I know about that. Cash Register says I subscribed after seeing the Vortex video, have watched every video since. Thank you so much, Cash Register. I know you're a loyal supporter. Love seeing all you guys on here every week. So subbed before you were at 1,000. All right. I don't know what that noise was. Fantasia Special is an Arrow Looper. Oh, that's a terrible name. Awful, awful name. Oh, yeah, that's right. Your city. That's right, because you live in Fresno. Yeah. Man, that. My God. What kind of Intamin coaster was it? What kind of Intamin coaster were you supposed to get? Please tell me it wasn't something amazing, because that'd be even more tragic. Like an Intamin Blitz or something, or a prefab. See, TRNM says, I'm the only enthusiast in the family, and I don't have any enthusiast friends, so I am very grateful for this platform where I can participate in conversations about coasters. Thank you, Coaster Daddy. Hey, I appreciate that. With all due respect, though, don't thank me. Like, I'm just a very small part of the community. Um, but yeah, I agree. It's great that we can just sort of all get together on this platform and talk about what we love. Because I've met some more enthusiasts by doing this, which is awesome. That's awesome too. That's great. That's kind of what I wanted. And before this though, I mean, I would just like try to talk to people from work about it maybe, and they're just like, look at you like you're crazy and stuff. So talk to my wife all the time about it. She gets so annoyed. Yeah, so Gary says I was at your New Year surprise stream. Thank you so much, Gary. Raven or Thunderbird? Raven all the way. Subbed before 50, get on my level. Yeah, I actually had less than 40 subscribers when Downhill Adrenaline subscribed to my channel. So he's one of the real OGs for sure. I mean, he was like first 4 months, first like 4-5 months of my channel. So see, it was a family coaster operated at MGM in Vegas. Granite Park was the proposed park. Okay, okay. I guess nothing too crazy then, which I guess is good because it would suck to know what could have been if it was like a a prefab or a hyper or something crazy. Okay, Kenny has a Karen story here. Was in line for Millennium Force. A woman was shouting at her kid who was crying that he didn't want to ride, and the kid was like 6. Ah, okay. Let's see. Intamin needs to make more prefabs. If you could get a prefab for any park, what would it be? If I could get a prefab for any park, I'd be putting that sucker at Cedar Point. I'm gonna be selfish with that one. I'm putting it at Cedar Point. Howdy, y'all. What's up, Cyberfox? Good to see you here. Cyberfox, we are just missing each other. I'm going to Kings Island July 2nd. I would have liked to have gone the 4th because that's the only day they're open this year where you can get a Beast Night Ride. They're open till 10 on the 4th. Every other day they're only open till 7. But I really didn't want to go on the 4th of July. So my favorite moment in the ride for a ride was on Millennium Force when I did a quick pole dance and a few women wanted to film me doing it, and my introvert friends were very embarrassed. Oh gosh. See, my family are not really into parks. My family thinks going to a park more than once a year is a crazy idea. That's nuts. That's nuts. The green dangly one at the park on the lake. That's a good coaster. The green dangly one at the park by the lake. Okay. Velocicoaster is not a confirmed name. No. I think there was some kind of trademark with that name. So it's like sort of confirmed, maybe. But Still would have been the best coaster within 2 hours where I live and would have been the closest. Okay. Yeah. Sorry to hear about that, man. Uh, Gemini replacement equals Intamin prefab. LOL. You know what? I would, as much as I would hate seeing Gemini go, if they replaced it with an Intamin prefab, I don't think I'd be shedding too many tears. That'd be pretty exciting, honestly. That is a good spot for a prefab. Put a huge prefab coaster right there. Work issue, so I had to take why. Yeah, I hear you, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. Hey, you're going to Kings Island on my birthday. No fair. Well, I'll be celebrating your birthday for you. So there you go. My family are GP, but they don't like going to, or but they like going to parks. They just don't know anything. Yeah, I mean that most people are that go to parks. I mean, most people aren't like us crazy enthusiasts who know the year, height, length, speed, duration of every single coaster, who manufactured it. Most people are just general public people going to enjoy the time at the park. And that's completely fine. There's sort of like this stigma that's like attached to like, oh, GP, like people talk about it in a snide way, but there's nothing wrong with it, honestly. It is funny listening to what they say for sure. It's fun joking about that, but there's a reason it's the general public versus coaster enthusiasts. Nice classic Arrow, no more Arrow deaths for a bit. Please. I agree. I do hope Gemini stays. I'm sure it's not being replaced by a prefab, even if it does go. So Ki stands be mad about no beast rides. I mean, I'm kind of upset about no beast rides. I guess I am a Ki stand though. So where does Big Dipper rank in your wood count? Um, maybe in my very low top 10, but I'm not sure. To be honest with you, I don't really rank defunct coasters, mm, especially ones like that where, you know, I remember it pretty vividly, but I don't remember the ride experience itself the greatest because it's been 13 years since I rode it last, because it's not here anymore. Um, but Big Dipper was an awesome, awesome ride. So I miss Big Dipper. That's the ride I miss the most, honestly, out of all the defunct coasters I've ridden. You should do a live stream on Ryan opening day. I might. I'll see if I'm able to pull that off. I'll see. No promises, but I have thought about doing that. Prefab might be too similar to Steve. Perhaps, yeah. We should talk about our one all-time craziest ride on any coaster. Mine was a foggy ride on Millennium Force. I couldn't see a thing. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Yeah, let's sure if you want to. Anybody wants to talk about their craziest single ride on any coaster? Let me know. Cedar Creek Mine Ride needs to get replaced with a GCI immediately. I agree. That's a perfect, absolutely beautiful location for a GCI. It needs to happen. A large, sprawling GCI, something like Gold Striker right there. That'd be so good. Coaster Hour, excuse me. Coaster Hour is a good point. He says, I love talking to people who aren't coaster enthusiasts but like parks and coasters. Sometimes they have a unique perspective on things, and their opinions can also be pretty wild. I agree. I've talked to people and met people at parks that seem like they know a lot more about coasters and stuff than the typical like general public person, but I can also tell they're not really like exactly an enthusiast necessarily. Um or maybe they're just not as hardcore into it, but yeah, it is nice. It's good that we have different perspectives like that. It's good that we have different opinions, different ideas, and it's what makes the world go. If we all had the same exact opinions, same exact experiences on rides all the time, it just wouldn't be that exciting. So Gonna be using my IVs at the park if I can get the app to work, says Cyberfox. All right. Good luck with that. Hope you can figure that out. I didn't know it used an app. That I guess that's how you get the video. You obtain the video files with the app. Someone at my school told me Fahrenheit was the world's tallest coaster, but it's not even the tallest coaster in the park. No, it is not. That's what is it? Like the fourth or fifth tallest, maybe third at best. I think it's like the fourth or fifth tallest in the park. Next school year, I'm going into ninth grade. All right. Enjoy your last year's your home run there. High school years, good times, I suppose. I should sound more optimistic. I'm sure you'll do great. So, quick review of Villain at Geauga Lake. Amazing layout, very similar layout to Ghost Rider, but very rough, not maintained well, very painful. I didn't really enjoy it that much, which is a shame because it had an amazing layout. So, I did a video a while back talking about every single defunct coaster I've ridden. That was before Vortex closed, but I did a review of Vortex as well. Um, but yeah, if you want to go check that out, I talk about a bunch of the defunct coasters I've been on. So, but Cedar Creek is a hybrid already. It is. It is very true. Yeah, Cedar Creek Mine Ride would also be a good spot for a modern family coaster. I agree. Something like Fire Chaser Express, which is like a modern take on a mine train coaster and also much better. That would also be really good fit too. So you should try to get first ever train on Orion by running to the coaster. You know what? I would do that, but my time slot isn't until 12:30. That's the fourth slot of the day. Unfortunately, there were only 3 spots left when I went to reserve my Kings Island spot. There were 3 spots left for 12:30 for the whole day. That was it. So, I took what I could get. If it would have been much later than that, I would have just went on a different day because I'm not going to drive 3.5 hours to be at the park, for like 5 or 6 hours. But I'll get a good, well, it's not much more. I'll get like 6.5 hours there, which is fine. I'm mainly going to ride Orion because I have most of the credits there. So, what manufacturer do you think will go defunct next? That's really depressing to think about. I sort of don't even want to think about it. So, I'm just going to act like you didn't ask that question. Can I do that? I really don't know, though, honestly. I don't know. Skyline? Yeah, I could see Skyline going next. Okay, I'm fine with that. See you, Skyline. I'm sorry, but like they they haven't really done much good, I feel like. So some of their concepts have potential, but I feel like they're probably not executed the best from what I've heard. So let's see. Crazy ride experiences. Cash register rode Thunderbird while it was pouring rain. Have to right back in line. I rode Millennium Force when it was raining pretty darn hard, and even if it's a light rain with that ride, well, actually no, it wasn't really that heavy, but I mean, it's Millennium Force. You're getting pelted, with every single drop at over 90 miles an hour. Hurts pretty bad. It hurts pretty bad. I also recall Chris, who's in here, me and Chris had a riot actually on Diamondback. It's the ride started off very good. We were having a good old time flying out of our seats with that amazing sustained floater air, and we're just laughing our asses off. I mean, we're just giggling the whole time like little schoolgirls. We're pulling our hoods, we're wearing hoodies, we're pulling our hoods over our heads because we're getting soaked. That ride turned into not such a good ride because of something that happened on that ride. But until that, the ride was going for like the first 2 hills, the ride was really good. So uh oh man, the memories. Yeah, I'm getting a locker when I go to Kings Island, so I'm definitely getting a locker. So let's see. Mine's either Steel Vengeance back row or Maverick at night. I knew it was turning left. I didn't know. Yeah, when you hit that second launch on Maverick at night, you can't see that really sudden twist. That is, it just like takes you by surprise every time. It's pretty crazy. So let's see. Chris says at night on a wet track on the green dangly thing was the best. Okay. Thanks for the input. The green dangly thing. See, my best ride on a coaster was back row on Mako with almost no trims. Nice, nice. I'm trying to think. My best slash craziest ride on a coaster. I kind of want to say my very first Beast night ride. The very first night ride specifically on that. The couple night rides I had after that were also amazing, but just experiencing that for the first time, it was like a religious experience. I mean, it's like you hear everybody talk about it, and it's like, holy crap, I'm finally doing this. You know, you get in the train, it's like, this is about to happen. And even though I had heard everybody talk it up for years and years and years, it still blew my mind. I mean, that very first, and it was on National Roller Coaster Day last year. I got into Mason, Ohio at 9:30 at night, and I went into the park just to ride that. The park closed at 10. Got in there, I rode Beast. And I of course I went the whole next day as well, but man, that ride was really so good. I feel like that's kind of a cliche answer, but Beast Night Ride is it's pretty awesome. So finally made it to the stream. All right, welcome Big Murph. See, my craziest ride was Cannibal and pitch black. The lights weren't working. Holy crap. That sounds amazing. That sounds awesome. Cannibal looks so good. Oh, yeah, Stanford Bridge. Thanks for pointing that out. He says, speaking of old Woody's, Lakemont Park just announced that in early July, July 3rd, it was July 3rd. They're actually saying Leap the Dips will actually be opening with it. Hope it's true. Yeah, Lakemont Park did say that Leap the Dips is opening with the park on July 3rd. And I'm so glad to hear that. I rode Leap the Dips. I went to Lakemont Park about 10 years ago, rode Leap the Dips and Skyliner. Both great rides. And I'm so glad Leap the Dips is finally opening back up. It's been SB&O for like 2 or 3 years. So I was starting to get a little worried there, hoping it wasn't like falling back into disrepair again like it did, back in the 80s and 90s. So Coaster Hour says Ghost Rider near midnight hauling during Scary Farm is amazing. That sounds fantastic. That sounds great. Yeah. Ghost Rider, I want to ride Ghost Rider so bad. I love the old CCIs. Yes, I do consider a CCI still. Um I love the CCIs, and that just looks like, I mean, possibly the best CCI. So Cyberfox says I liked King Cobra at Kings Island. Wasn't bad for a Togo. I wish I could have tried, one of those Togo stand-ups out before they all disappeared from North America. Yeah, Leap the Dips is opening back up. That's what go to Lakemont Park's Facebook page. They posted just a couple, maybe even yesterday, that Leap the Dips is opening this year. So yeah, King Cobra was removed in 2001. So I would have been like 7 years old. So Coaster Lover 2001 says craziest coaster experience. I-305 front row at night, right after fireworks. It was pitch black and I couldn't see a thing. Oh my god, I can only imagine experiencing that thing at night. I want to experience that too. Wasn't open late enough when I went, so Let's see. Stanford Bridge says, "Oops." Lakemont is saying the park and coaster are opening together. Oh, I thought that's what you were saying anyway. But yeah, they are opening together. So wacky worm named Corgi Dog. I mean, that's not a very creative name. Oh, Coaster Hour says someone tried to argue with me several years back that Superman Escape from Krypton was the tallest and fastest coaster on Earth. Uh, oh, okay. Escape. I'm thinking like Superman Krypton coaster at Fiesta, Texas. Superman Escape from Krypton. I can see where people could get confused with that one. I mean, it's over 400 feet tall, but oh, it's so frustrating. Like, no, has not been the tallest for like 20 years almost. So yeah, I saw that one piece of track just sitting there from Vortex. Yeah, I saw the pictures and videos from friends and family day at Kings Island. It looks so freaking weird. It is so weird without Vortex there. Honestly, it made me pretty sad seeing it. It's so bare. The beast just feels the beast just feels exposed because looking from the beast, like when you're in line and in the station, you can just see all across there, like it's all open. And if you're on the midway over by where Vortex would have been, you can just see directly right over to the beast station. Like you can just see everything, and it's like it it does not feel the same. It's gonna be so weird actually walking in there and seeing it in person. Like I sort of don't even want to look at it. It's so weird looking. Is it me or does Holiday World need another steel thrill coaster? I think they could use another one. Yeah. I like Gemini better than Wicked Twister. Is that weird? No, it is not weird. Gemini is amazing. So it's a very good ride. KI July 11th. Looking forward to Orion coaster number 450, probably low 90s temp. So I'm glad we have 10:30 slot. Ride it, Diamondback, Mystic Timbers, head back home. That's kind of my plan too, sort of like just kind of take it more relaxed that day, because I've been on pretty much everything there. So have fun. Have fun. I'm going on the second. Hi, Jason. Formula Rossa in the rain. Oh my gosh. I think a Chance Hyper GTX would do wonders at Lagoon. Lagoon needs a real airtime machine. A lot of parks need something like a Hyper GTX. It's insane that none of those have been built since the first one. Like such a good bang for your buck. Love posing for the fun pics. Oh yeah. Rode Mystic Timbers in the snow, one of the best coaster experiences of my life. That sounds amazing. I have not ridden a coaster in the snow, so yeah. If you don't know about that second launch on Maverick, you're in for a real surprise there. Yeah, Son of Beast Night Ride with a loop. Oh, hey Dale, please put slow mode on. How do I put on the slow mode? If somebody can tell me how to put because I'm guessing that'll help with the stream, maybe. If I put slow mode on, I don't uh I don't see where I can do that. So let me know. Got a ride on Thunder Mountain. It was completely dark. Was lit up with purple light. Fireworks are going off. That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. Sounds very magical. What if Matt Heafy went to Kings Island and Cedar Point with Jared Dine, Stevie T, me, Stanford Bridge, DeBrain, and Phil Bozeman, and they wore your merch? Well, DeBrain is my best friend, so that's Brandon. Yeah, that would be that'd be pretty. kind of weird, but also awesome and surreal, I guess. I'm not sure how to feel about that. That'd be pretty awesome though. So the irony about the Leap the Dips is that I've tried and failed to ride it for the last 3 years, and then I just had to cancel my reservations for all this summer's coaster trip bookings, including. Oh man, yeah, that is crazy how that works out. Yeah, Ocean Park. I'll have to look at pictures of it again, but a lot of those parks. So you canceled your hotel in Altoona. Next day, the park announces the coaster will open. That is just that's bad luck. Today, my mom called me a roller coaster aficionado. I mean, well, you are. You're here. So, ah, Chris says that was definitely a memorable experience on Diamondback. Glad you didn't let it ruin your day. I think I was more upset than you were. Um, I mean, I was pretty upset. I think I was like in shock. I was like in shock. I was just trying not to I was trying not to panic too much. I probably was too calm about it. But I think I was just in shock about what happened. Yeah, I'm getting a locker. I go to Kings Island and probably any park really. I'm getting a locker. So, even if I have my zipper pockets. So, that that incident though caused a lot of grief for me trying to resolve that. After I lost that caused a lot of grief for me. So, to think we almost didn't go. And I was pushing to go. It's like, oh man. It feels so weird that part of Great American Scream Machine's track still exists. I agree. It is weird seeing that. Yeah, it's very weird seeing the beast from the midway there. It doesn't look right. It doesn't look right. I hope they fill that spot sooner rather than later. Like next couple years. They need to get on that. They can do that at a lot of parks very well, including how I just rode Elrod, Lightning Rod. Quad down is my favorite element. Awesome, awesome. I thought the quad down was a little overrated myself. It's amazing. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's amazing. I Lightning Rod is so freaking out of this world. It's such a good ride. Peace out, Boy Scouts. All right, Chris, go to sleep, old man. I've actually had a very long day today. I'm tired. We've done a lot of stuff today. It's been a busy day for us. I'm pretty exhausted myself actually. Not exhausted. I'm sort of exhausted. Feeling a little stir crazy right now. T4 looks amazing. I can't wait to ride that the world's first dueling SLC. So Twisted Timbers is small but packs a punch. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it's not like super small. It's decent size. You know, like as far as like the footprint the ride covers. What would my perfect coaster be? It's called Steel Vengeance. So let's see. Vortex Land Mobius coaster like Twisted Colossus. That'd be cool. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it'd be nice, especially since Racer is right there, right across from it. But yeah, that T4 news clip. You guys gotta check that out if you haven't seen it. Go watch the news clip about Kentucky Kingdom's T4. It's really exciting. So I say rise up. Say whoa. Rise up. Whoa. Rise up. Whoa. Singing some Testament. Who in here knows any Testament? For some reason, I just randomly got a Testament song in my head. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I think the Pantheon logo looks solid. I don't think it's like one of the best out there. I think it looks decent enough. Cyberfox says, "Love and Mean Streak. Steve is glass smooth." Though, absolutely, very. Those RMCs are just so unbelievably smooth. It's like, how is that even possible? It's like you feel like you're just gliding on air almost. New or Old Testament? I think you're just like using that as a plan. But if you mean like new material versus old material, if you're being serious about that, it is newer Testament, like 2012, third to last album. So pretty sure you're just making a joke there though. So New Testament. uh the T4 clip is on YouTube. Go check it out. Yeah. Just look up T4 Kentucky Kingdom news clip. You'll find it. Yeah, I'm gonna do a video at some point about my favorite roller coaster logos. I've actually had that idea in mind ever since before I even started the channel. I've always planned on doing it. I just haven't done it yet. So, have I seen the new theme park media new video on Dragon Spire Giga going to be integrated in Pantheon? I've seen videos about that before. If he did a new video about it, I guess I haven't seen it. So, yeah, I'd like to see more interlocking coasters, insurance liability, without like putting tons of nets and everything under it because of like the stuff that happened with Dragon Challenge before it closed, and the reason it ultimately was closed basically. Yeah. Yeah, Orion has really good pacing, it looks like. So, international park English translations are interesting. I've seen a sign from a video at Ocean Park that warned guests not to feed or climb the water in a tank. That's hilarious. All right. Have a good one, Smarts. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. Orion POV makes it sound so quiet. Yeah, it doesn't have that B&M roar. I mean, I know that they're filling track with sand and whatnot to try to reduce that noise. I miss that good old B&M roar, though. I give our best to Boise. Baby, baby, I'm ready to go. I listened to that song on Spotify recently, actually. Like, you know what? Just spur of the moment, I just thought of it. Like, I'm gonna listen to that. I think it was actually I think Republica was actually a recommended artist for some reason on my Spotify, maybe. And I think that's maybe why I thought of it. So I clicked on it, but I think T3 will be removed in the coming years. Probably not for a very long time. It has the newer restraints. The park values it quite a bit. I think the general public generally likes it, so and it just looks nice at the park. There is something to be said about that. Yeah, too bad B&Ms can't sound like Raptor anymore. I very much agree. I love that B&M roar, especially Raptor. What's the top thrill station music even called? It's called Ready to Go. It's by a band called Republica. Yeah, Republica. And the song's, I think it's called Ready to Go. Maybe I'm mistaken the song, but you'll find it. It's Republica. So you put together a huge coaster related playlist on Spotify, of course, including that song. I would love to see that playlist. If there's some way you could maybe like share it with me or us, unless you're not comfortable doing it. I don't know if there's a way you can do it like where you're comfortable with it, but I would actually love to see that playlist. Raptor is the best invert in your opinion? Okay, I love Raptor. I mean, I could see that. Visit to Elitch Gardens. Sounds like it was an awful visit. That park doesn't look very good. Just yeah, unfortunately, it has so much potential, as I talked about in my recent video. But I threw a five or Pantheon. I threw a five. Ever ridden to B&M Hyper? Which one should I ride first? I don't know. Which one is closest to you? That's how you should pick, I guess. Because they're pretty much all similar. So besides like Raging Bull. Been a while since we seen an article about Elitch Gardens closing. Yeah, I looked it up to research it for my video, and it there's an article from back in March where funding was approved for that project. However, that was before COVID really impacted us hugely. I don't know how that put a if that put a wrench in things at all, but you are a very mediocre YouTuber. Well, thank you for coming and watching my mediocre channel. I appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Let's see. Finished my third and final day of Dollywood today. All right, nice, nice. I'm glad you got 3 days there because you know, there's so much to do there. I was at Dollywood for 3 days, and there was still things I would have liked to explore a little more, to be honest. I mean, I'm happy with what I did because I did like all of the major stuff quite a bit, but there's so much to do at Dollywood, so much more than I thought there would be. Three best coaster manufacturers: RMC, B&M, Intamin. No particular order. It's called Coaster Trip Music. Was for this summer's planned road trip. Oh man, ouch. I'm gonna open that up right now and look it up so I don't forget because it'd be cool to have all that stuff in like one playlist. Maybe I'll nerd out, on the way to Kings Island and listen to some of that. Coaster Trip Music. I will check that out. I think Elitch Gardens will be moved into a different area when getting demolished. Yeah, the article I read, the owner of the company that owns Elitch Gardens said that they would find a bigger and better spot for it. So hopefully they do good things with it. Dollywood's layout kind of reminds me of Cedar Points. Is that weird? I guess it's weird. I mean, I don't really see that much of the similarities, but oh, Great America, I'm not feeling very good about them opening this year at all. I don't know. Pantheon gets moved to 2021. It'd be have serious competition with Velocicoaster. Yeah, yeah. Velocicoaster looks so badass. Man, it looks so. I'm very new to Spotify. I don't even know if you can access it. Hey, it's all good. I'll check it out here. Let's see. Yeah, I don't uh yeah, there's a lot of demand for your playlist in here. Coaster trip music. All right, let me look that up. Hopefully I can find it. If not, it's no biggie. I mean, I can find stuff on my own, but yeah, I don't see it. It's not publicly available. You would probably have to like change it in your settings somehow to like be available to the public, and if you don't want to do that, it's fine. But yeah, I see that Alton Towers CD with the I'm score stuff. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I don't know why Velocicoaster is not on RCDB. That's just crazy. I don't know. SeaWorld's lawsuits, oh man. I think it's a strategized thing that they're doing to like try to save some money right now and then they plan on paying it later. I hope that's the case. All of Velocicoaster looks sick. Every single part of that. I'm gonna say this right now. I think okay, you are Stanford Bridge on Spotify. Okay, I'll see if I can find you then. But hey, what's up, poop in a bucket? Poop in a bucket. All right. Good to see you here. But yeah, Velocicoaster. I'm going to tell you guys something about that. Velocicoaster looks freaking phenomenal. I mean, we all know that. Um, public playlists. I think I found your profile. Oh, I found it. I found it. I got your playlist. All right. I'm going to heart that playlist and yeah. I'll also I'll give you there you go. You got a lot of playlists. That's awesome. All right. I hearted your playlist on there so I can listen to it again. But anyway, Velocicoaster. I'm just going to say it looks so good. I think it'll I think there's a really good chance it'll be top 5 in the world. And I feel like hear me out, just possibly it could possibly be the best coaster in the world. I mean, I know I shouldn't like hype it up that much before we know a ton of confirmed info about it, but I just feel like that ride is gonna crush. Um, I don't know. Yeah, like it looks so freaking good. Like it it just looks insane. It really does. Me, I'm going to Kings Island July 2nd. Thursday, July 2nd. The opening day, actually. The day they're opening. Hey, Stanford Bridge, there's a bunch of songs in your playlist that for some reason the titles are like grayed out. There's like a ton of them. The titles are like grayed out and you can't like actually play them. I don't know what that's all about, but yeah, if Pantheon has to open next year, which it probably will, and if Velocicoaster also opens. Velocicoaster is just gonna crush everything. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that's gonna be the best ride of next year if it opens next year. Whenever it opens, it's gonna be the best ride of that year. So yeah, I might if I'm able to, I might try to see if I can do live stream. I thought about doing that at Orion. I thought about it, so I'll see. I'll see if I can pull that off. I just for some reason I've tried live streaming from my phone before actually, and it says I wasn't like verified to do it somehow. So I'll have to see if I can get that sorted out before I go, so I can possibly do that. No promises though. No promises. Of course, I'll have a review coming very soon after. So those songs went through I-305's first turn. Bad pun. I'll show myself out. I was thinking the same exact thing when I said it too. Something along those lines. That's awesome. Oh, okay. So okay, you download that's what it is then. That's what it is. You downloaded them from YouTube, which that makes sense. That's why they have like titles like Millennium Force theme and Maverick theme and King Day Station music because I'm like, why are they called that on Spotify? But that makes sense. Okay. Why do I have Careless Whisper stuck in my head? I don't know. Good luck getting it out though. It's a good song. It's a good jam. If you could ride any coaster for the rest of your life, cannot be Steve or any coaster you've not ridden, what would it be? It'd just be one coaster that I ride, just that coaster for the rest of my life. It cannot be Steel Vengeance or any coaster I have not ridden. Huh. I'll go with Intimidator 305 because it's just nuts. It's nuts. All right, Night Cyberfox. Thanks for joining. Oh, the Giga debate. The Giga debate is still going on. Why? I'm not even gonna get into that. Let's see. Pantheon is like, OMG, hurry up. I want to reopen in 2020. And Velocicoaster comes and says, I'm coming for you, boy. LOL. Pretty much. Yeah, Mystic Timbers is a good one to pick. It is very marathonable for sure. I knew you were gonna say I-305. Yeah, I mean it's just such an amazing ride. It's so good in my opinion. All right, guys. Well, this is you had a dream where you rode the bus with Mr. Six. Oh my, that sounds scary and awesome at the same time. That it's not as good as my bagel dream though, where I was taking pictures with a bagel of candemonium. Oh man. I don't know about the 40 free spin at King's Dominion. I don't know how that's going. All right. Well, anyway, I'm going to be heading off now, everyone. It's been almost an hour and a half. I'm really tired. It's been a long day. Thank you all so much for joining though. Thank you for all of the very, very generous tips, donations, whatever you want to call them. Really appreciate it, guys. You guys are awesome. It's been fun hanging out with you. It's been a while since I've done one of these just random live streams just out of the blue. And it's fun. I'm glad. I'm not doing it every like almost, every other night now like I was for a while, which I think is all right. Kind of burns you out after a while, but I love doing this every now and then and I had a blast. So, I'm glad you guys enjoy it. You guys have a good night. Stay safe out there and right on.